Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ash, aka Ash_Marceline. That is the same everywhere here on YouTube and all across my socials. So July is now over with, or will be over with here in the next few days. And it is that time where we go over what I've used up in the month of July. We do this every month now. Shell hairpiece, little clip thing. I have this big bag, but it mainly had stuff that like wasn't technically part of the project pay and project use it up sort of situation. We can just start with those items. Here's all the actual products that I've used. In the big bag, however, we have some candles that I've used up. Now there's still some wax left at the bottom, which I will try to remove and use in like a wax warmer. If I decide not to, I don't. But I've used up pretty much all of it. This is a Bath & Body Works candle called Suntan. It smells just like sunscreen. Pretty sure they don't make this anymore because I bought this 5+ years ago. Same thing with Beach Cabana. Very nostalgic for that, in that time period for me, because I was living on my own at the time. Love both of those. Sad to see that they're done, but I have a new one, or rather not a new one, but like one I've been trying to use up. Next, we will do a face mask real quick, the Abib Collagen Gel Mask. This is just one of those masks that you could leave on for like 20-30 minutes and then take off. Next, let's do, it's kind of random, the Torrid Dive-In Multi-Pad. It's the low molecular hyaluronic acid. I've used all of it up. I used it as like a DIY sheet mask. I've used it as just a toner pad, that sort of thing. So I have the green one, the Balanceful toner pad with Centella Asiatica extract right now that I'm using. Next, in the way of face care, I guess, would be the Versed Day Dissolve Cleansing Balm with eucalyptus oil and vitamin E. I didn't really like the eucalyptus oil smell. It very much reminds me of VapoRub. So this was just a sample travel size. It worked fine. Not going to repurchase it though. I'm not a fan of it. The Black Jelly Blemish Treatment Body Serum by Truly. In my opinion, this really didn't do anything. I guess you would have to use it for a longer period of time. Not going to repurchase that. The Cocoa Cloud Whipped Shave Body Butter by Truly. This is the glass one. I have the bigger one in my shower at the moment. Love the smell of it. It's a very nice sweet coconut smell. And then the body butter itself, or not the body butter, the shave butter itself melts into the skin really nicely, and I find I get a really nice close shave with it. So we'll repurchase that in the future when I'm not like in the mood to rip my own hair out is what I want to say, but it wax when I don't want to wax. Next is the Raspberry Fizz Shea Sugar Scrub by Tree Hut. All used up. Really liked the scent of this. Will repurchase in the future. It smells amazing. It smells like soda, like a raspberry soda. The Unseen Sunscreen by Supergoop. I finally used this up. There was one day that I was doing yard work, mowing the lawn, all that stuff, and I decided to not only use it on my face, but I used it on like my shoulders and like my chest area. So I used it up finally. I'm not repurchasing this. It's garbage. I hate the feeling of it. It's so oily. Gross. The Aussie Moist Detangler. This one is made for children. It was marked here and now it is gone. I did repurchase a detangler by Aussie, but it's their apricot oil one, which also smells really nice. Dove bar soap in the Awakening Pear and Aloe scent. Not my favorite. I still have to use up the bars that I have, but I won't repurchase that in the future. And then last but certainly not least is the Winter Candy Apple Pocket Back by Bath & Body Works. I've got several of these that I need to use up. And I think I have one. Yeah, I pulled out another one and put it in my drawer for use. I usually go through one of these from my drawer once a month, it feels like, or maybe once every 2. But yeah, so those are all of the empties for the month of July. Not a whole lot this time. I think the last time it was a bunch of like face masks and stuff anyway, like the bulk of it. The next part of this video, of course, will be what we are currently working on and where we're at, and just an overall update. So I will be right back. Okay, part 2 of Project Use It Up. We are going to go through all of the things that we went through last month. It's pretty much the same stuff. Maybe some new items have made it into the rotation, but we shall see. Let's start with bath stuff. And then we'll move on to like hair care and then skin care, that sort of thing. Okay, so as far as bath items go, I've got this cherry and chia milk Dove body wash, and I had opened this last time, and so far I've had to flip it upside down. I have the line marked here, so I'm getting close to using it up. So that this is about a month. This will probably just take me about half a month to use up. Next, the Bath & Body Works Sweetheart Cherry. Last time it was up here, now it is down there. So I made quite a bit of progress with that. Might not be able to see too good just because of how the bottle is, but I did quite a good job using a lot of that up. So that's body stuff. Hair, actually no, this Frosted Plum Berry body scrub by Dove. This was pretty much full when I first started, and then it's now down to here, so this will be gone by next month for sure. Next, we shall move on to hair care. This Monday Moisture shampoo. Last month we were at this line, now it is down to here, so I am almost done. Hopefully this bottle will be done with by next month. The end of next month, I should say. The Not Your Mother's Anti-Frizz Smooth Moves Conditioner, beginning of July. The line was up here, and now it is down here. Let's see. I'm trying to like go through like my shower process and like, you know, go from there. So this is the Shea Moisture Coconut Oil Daily Hydration Leave-In Treatment. Has coconut milk and Acacia Senegal. So before I had to put like water in here to like kind of loosen it up a bit, and it was still up to this line, but now it is down here. So this should be hopefully my next hair wash. This will be gone, and I have another one. I have a backup for this whenever that is finished. Next is the Paul Mitchell Super Skinny Serum. Didn't use a whole lot because usually I only use one pump. You can see how close the lines are to one another. Next will be the Pattern Styling Cream, the Rich Moisture Definition. Didn't really use a whole lot of that, again, just because my hair is a lot shorter, so I don't need a lot of it. So this one is going to take me some time to use up fully. Next, this is kind of just one of those hair care things that I don't use a whole lot: matcha, green tea, and wild apple blossom. Butter mask. What is this? Not Your Mother, again. And I thought I would be able to use this up last month, but I did not, so I decided to mark it where it is at right now. I know I hit bottom, like my finger scraped bottom for the first time, but yeah, it's still a lot in here. Hopefully that'll be done. Let's go back to this one real quick. This Not Your Mother's conditioner, I'm gonna have to cut the bottle open to get all of it out. So that's just kind of one of those things. Next, we can go on to skincare. Actually, let's do shaving real quick. Just a quick thing, because I have this EOS sensitive shave cream, has colloidal oatmeal in it, and marked it on the back here. You can see previous and then this past month how much I've used. I'm trying to get rid of this, so I've been using it on my legs again instead of just my armpits, and eventually this will be one of those ones I will have to cut open to get it out fully. And then I can move on to my pot of Cocoa Cloud shave butter from Truly. Some water in here. That's nice. Cool. Nice. Good old water stuck in the cap. Now we can move on to skincare. We can move on to cleansers. I have two face... Oh, I missed a hair care thing. Shit. This Pattern jojoba oil blend. You won't be able to see it too good, but maybe if I flip it this way, you might not be able to see it too good, but I don't have a whole lot left. I'm trying to get rid of it as best I can. But again, with my hair being so short, it's taking me forever. Alright, now we can move on to skincare. Sorry, I put them down in weird spots and then I forget where they're at. I have the Biodance Collagen Cleansing Oil. This is what I keep by my sink. I have marked it right here. There. And this is one of those really nice thin. This is very thin cleansing oil, but I really enjoy it. Next is the Madagascar Centella Light Cleansing Oil. This is something that I just opened just to put in the shower. So I did mark it as well right there. So again, this is just for in the shower, and most Korean cleansing oils, you can't get them, like you can't have wet hands or wet face when you apply them initially. So what I do is I start my shower and then I go in, don't have any water, moisture, nothing on my hands, and I use it that way to start and then wash it off. And this is like really good after, you know, wearing sunscreen all day, wearing makeup all day. Always nice to have like a cleansing oil or a cleansing balm in the shower. Makes it a little bit faster and easier instead of having to do it outside the shower first. Cleansers. The La Roche-Posay Purifying Foaming Cleanser. This is the one I keep in the shower. You can see the progress we've made over the last month. I am really hoping I will use up the rest of this either mid-August or the end of August. This has lasted me a ridiculously long time. Same thing with its counterpart, the Hydrating Gentle Cleanser. Let's see. It's hard when the bottle is white, just to adjust the lighting here to here. This one's going to take me longer than the other one to use up, but that is okay. We're going to put some stuff, some shower stuff back in here so I can kind of just know where the hell everything is at. And I can just put stuff back where I need to put them afterwards, after we're done. Okay, so those are cleansers. Missed another hair care thing. This DeLeaf Bitterroot Dandruff Hair Tonic. I really like this stuff. It helps kind of get rid of the buildup. Has sage in it. It is really, really nice. It helps with the itchiness that dandruff can cause. You will not be able to tell, but I marked it about there where my finger is pointing. I have another bottle of this stuff, so this is just stuff that I use whenever I am feeling really itchy and dry and just need a scalar hair tonic to make my scalp feel better, because my scalp be dry. Alright, moving on. We're still on the skincare train. Hopefully we'll stay there. The VT Riedel Shot 100. It's starting to get lighter and lighter. It's now starting to get like top heavy, which makes me think that this is going to be done sometime soon, because the other ones, they're like, the weight is like evenly distributed, but since this is an airless pump, as it gets low, as the product moves up and it gets smaller and smaller, all the weight goes up to the top. So that's how you can kind of tell if you're emptying that. This Torrid Balanceful Toner Pad, I mentioned this in the previous clip, has Salmonella Asiatica. It is the same concept as the hyaluronic acid one. The only difference is the pad. The pad has texture to it, ridges and stuff. I know you'll see too good, but it's really nice for exfoliating purposes. I really like it. I think I've already decided I like this more than the hyaluronic acid one. I haven't tried to tear them to see if they'd be good for DIY sheet masking, but so far I really like this stuff. It won't take me long to use up. Speaking of toner pads, the Medicube Zero Pore Pad, the AHA, BHA, panthenol, allantoin, and sodium hyaluronate. I think I'm about a third left. Yeah, I've got like a third left. I don't use this like every day. I use this like every other day or every few days, just for exfoliating. And you're supposed to use it at night. You never use it during the day. That's on purpose, because you can't be in the sun when you use stuff like this. The Numazen number 3 Super Glowing Essence Toner. This is the 200 ml one. We started up here on that line, and now we are down here. So I'm doing a pretty decent job of using this, and I really like it. The only thing I don't like about it is it smells like bug spray a little bit. It's my only qualm with it, but other than that, I like it a lot. I need to use up this serum badly, the DMAF Hero, my first serum. While this is okay, I feel like the bubble serum's not my thing. I wanted it to be my thing, but it's not. So I'm going to use this up. Marked it right there for us. And this is one of those ones where you have your toner at the bottom, and then your serum at the bottom, and then you have like this oil layer, and you shake it up to mix up the product. It's the same thing with the Dalba for spray serum. So you have your serum and then your oil layer, and you just shake it up to mix it up and distribute the product that way. Just haven't reached for them the last few months. Need to start doing that a little bit more. Serums, we're still on the serum kick. This VT Cica Rita A Essence, the 0.1% retinol. This is also an airless pump, so that means I can't really see the product being used up, but I can feel, and it's still kind of like the weight distribution is still about the same. So we'll need to use that up eventually. Again, I don't use this every day of the week, you know. These two I do use every day. I've got the Sunboon Editor Green Tomato Pore Lifting Ampule, and I had started this beginning of this month, and then I marked it so we know where where we're at. So this will be gone by the time August, the end of August. Same thing with the Medicube PDRN Pink Peptide Serum. I was working through this through June and July. June, and then July is down there. So both of these should be used up by the end of August. Or even mid-August, to be honest with you. The Madagascar Centella Tone Brightening Capsule Ampule. This is a really, really big bottle. It's 100 mils. It doesn't use vitamin C for brightening purposes. I think it uses niacinamide or something like that. It's got these little white capsule things. We started it back in June. This is the end of June, and then this is July. So this will probably be gone by August. I've not only used this on my face, but I've used it on my arms and my legs to brighten them up. Give them a little bit of a glow. Let's see. This Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore Smooth Blur Drop. I have not touched this at all. So this is probably going to be one of those things that I throw away without using up because it smells it smells pretty bad. So this is just going to get tossed. The Beauty of Joseon Revive Eye Serum with ginseng and retinol. I can't really see through the tube to make an adequate distinction, but I've flattened the top of it as much as I could and marked it there for us to keep track of. Again, this is an airless pump, and I only use that at night or whenever I go to bed. Same thing with this one, this Dr. Althea 345 Relief Cream. This is one of those things where I will use during the day if my skin needs it, if it's feeling really uncomfortable, tight, itchy. If I'm breaking out, I'll use this too. But I have it marked where this is June's marking, this is July. I really like this stuff. I will repurchase this. When I had a cold a couple months back, I put it on my Cupid's bow, like right below my nose, because it was on fire from using tissues so often. So yeah, I will be repurchasing that when it runs out. Next is the Red Bean Water Gel by Beauty of Joseon. I thought I would have had this finished by now, but I have not, so I decided to mark it where I should have marked it for June, but I didn't, so it's down there. Hopefully this will be done by next month. I'm like putting things back on my little Lazy Susan thing. We can kind of go off in the realm of body care. The Olay Collagen Peptide Firming and Hydrating Body Lotion. Here we are. This is June. Now this is July. This all the way back here is May. So I didn't use this quite as often as I thought I would in July, but that would make sense because it's hot and I'm a sweaty girl. So yeah. The Baby Powder Lotion by the Lotion Company. I have another one in my purse, but this, I marked it right there. So this has an idea of where we're at. And then we'll move on to sprays, but quick thing about hair care that I missed. Schwarzkopf Got to Be Bodifying Mousse. I don't think this has much more to go because the pressure, the aerosol that makes the product foam up is starting to die off, so the product that's coming out is no longer foamy, it's more like a liquid. So there's that. The Finery Not Another Cherry Body Mist. You will not be able to see the line, but I marked it here for us to use. I might have to put like a piece of paper, a piece of tape or something, so I can use this up. As far as body mists go, the Summertime Surf by Bath & Body Works, I did really well using that this month. So there's June's marking and there's July. The Midnight Swim, okay, again, June, July. Sea Island Shore, I really didn't use a whole lot of, which I'm kind of surprised by. There's June's and there's July. The Misty Morning, June right there, July down here, and then the In the Stars, I didn't really touch this at all, as you can plainly see. There's barely any space in between. And then last but certainly not least is in the realm of lip balms. This is the Lip Glowy Balm by Laneige in the Gummy Bear scent. This is the most I've ever used of a lip balm. Right here. So that's the most I've ever used of a lip balm in years. So that's actually not too bad. I love the smell of this stuff. I will continue to use it. And that's pretty much all the updates that I have for the month of July. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a like and a comment. It helps the channel out, and also subscribe, become part of the dysfunction. And then if you want notified of when I post, just hit that little bell icon. And I will see y'all next month for another empties / use it up update. Have a good rest of your day, guys. Bye.